So the next thing we need to do to continue building out our Spring Boot REST service is that we're going to create a configuration class to load our H2 database. This is not something that you would have in production, but for development purposes and using H2, we're going to go ahead and create a class. First thing is I realized in the team entity I made a mistake. I can't use year as a variable. It must be owned by H2. So what I've done is I've done a find replace and replaced year with S year, just standing for season year, everywhere that it occurs in this entity. Also make sure your set and get are changed, and everything should go fine going forward. So what I did at my base package was I created a class called load database. I'll go ahead and open that up. We set a configuration annotation onto it, and right here you can see the configuration annotation. Next thing we do is set up a logger so we can see the output in our console down here. We're using an SLF4J logger and SLF4J logger factory, and we're putting the load database class into it. Next thing we're doing is creating a bean. It's another annotation Spring framework, and it's going to be the command line runner. The command line runner is going to initialize the database, and we are going to bring in our team repository that we created in the last video, and you can see it imported right here. The next thing we are going to do is return args, and we're going to log and do a repo save. So we're doing the log so that we can see what we did here, and the repo is our instance of our team repository. Save is the method we're running on it, and we're essentially using our constructor for our team object that you can see here. So this constructor, we're sending the name, coach, age, S year, and season to create those objects and then load them to the H2 database. So it's going to look like log.info preload, repo.save, our team name, coach name, age group, the year, and our season. So we'll go ahead and run this, run our main application, run as Spring Boot app. And if we look at our console log here, we can see that it worked and that these two should now be loaded into our H2 database. That's all for now. We'll pick up in the next video.